host. We call that the smart machine and the human interaction learning, whatever that the workshop is. And we hope that this very first workshop can continue and start going through the IEEE SMC conference. So let me go through very quickly about the SMC Society. The SMC Society, as mentioned earlier, was created by the IEEE in the IEEE for about 45 years ago. I think this year we are launched for our 45 years of anniversary. And we start with human, which is the interaction, the human portions. Okay, we have a human portion on there, and then we have man, which is we call that the man, and then we have a systems area. System is a combination integration of a different kind of systems, science, engineering, and also we have a cybernetics, which is testing of a lot of artificial intelligence techniques and the methodologies. We know that in the AI area for the nowadays in the last 2 or 3 years has become very popular. We all know that, and many the driving force is coming from the triple AI. We know that in the world there is artificial intelligence associations that mainly driving force for this particular artificial intelligence areas, especially in the last year in the Go players that are very successful building the professional Go players. So people are very fascinated about the AI technologies. And through the world, you know, a lot of almost the different countries, almost that they are focused on a lot of research in the AI areas. And we mentioned that this year that we have an interaction, we put a human component right there. And in the entire IEEE society and the SMC society is probably the only one that interact with a human component in the learning and also in all the engineering research. We have a lot of society, and we are the only one who is involved with a human. And you may know that in the IEEE there are 2 or 3 different kinds of societies, such as computation intelligence societies, or robotics and automation society. Those 2 societies are coming out from the SMC society back to the 1980, around 1982 and 1983. They spun off from SMC society, become the 2 separate societies. And they have a very specific focus in the either robotics or in the artificial intelligence, human, not involved in the human, in the computational intelligence, not the artificial intelligence, focus in the computation. And in the SMC, we still focus on the human-based learning. You can find out that our annual conference, especially this year conference, focus a lot in the learning, and also in our society published transactions. We have 4 transactions right now. Many is in the combination with the human and systems and cybernetics, and nowadays we also involving with the social computing. So social computing also is another new component right here. So we hope that in this particular event, this first workshop that we bring a lot of professional players around the world, from France and also from Japan, from Taiwan, from any places. We can make this kind of first event very successful, that try to combine your human interaction with the animal, and then bring this one into another very important event for this particular learning and the smart system, all the integration environment. And thanks again for coming for this particular workshop, and then we will make this particular workshop very successful, and also that hopefully that in the next coming few years, we can bring all of you in the same area, and they have a same interesting area coming to the SMC SMC conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Professor Chen. Then next, we would like to invite Professor Kubota to introduce our project. And this project is cooperated with Taiwan, Japan, American. So I think next, Professor Kubota will introduce some about the robot. Okay, please.
สามารถสื่อสารหุ่นยนต์กับคนได้รวมทั้งยังช่วยกระตุ้นให้เกิดการทำกิจกรรมต่างๆโอกาสนี้มีการ
Thank you very much. So, Professor Chen, so I want to explain the aim of this project briefly. So today, I talk about smart road first promotion. I'm from Tokyo Metropolitan University, Japan. So now, I introduce the role of my university in this project. So there are 4 main research topics in this project. So Go AI, e-learning, human interaction. So this is brain-computer interaction, and also the last one is robotics. So the aim of our research is to realize robot edutainment for Go game. So I have developed so many different types of edutainment system. So there are 3 main research streams on robot edutainment. So learning on robot, learning through robot, and learning with robot. So I just explained my research background. So this shows the example of learning on robot. So we have developed so many different types of locomotion robot for education. So I just showed several examples. So this project is called Science Partnership Project in Japan. So we just manage this project is a women's junior high school. So they enjoy the development of the robot and they enjoy the contest, so like this. So this shows the locomotion of artificial creatures contest in my university. So several teams developed locomotion robot, so artificial creatures. So this means, for example, so they can design the appearance and the shape of the robot independently. For example, the number of legs can be 3 or 4 or 5 or so odd numbers, for example. So and also recently, so we tried to this contest is a rescue. So this shows one example of rough terrain. So we can extract the surface model, and so the robot can try to move on this kind of rough terrain. Okay, so this is a movie on the contest on the rough terrain. So in this way, the student can learn some basic knowledge and its corresponding interdisciplinary knowledge through the robot contest. So now, I move to today's topic. So actually, in order to realize learning with robot, so we have to consider several differences between previous computer-assisted instruction and current educational system. For example, in the previous age, we can use computer for the education, but such kind of interaction is just only in the 2-dimensional field. On the other hand, if we can use the robot, we can realize natural interaction and communication to the student. So by using this advantage, we have tried to learning with robot in elementary school or junior high school. So here we use 2 different types of robot. So one is a humanoid robot, like human model. So this is a teacher robot. So over there, the lady is a human robot, and then we can use different types of robot. So here, PC type of moving robot. So main teacher robot can manage the total education according to the understanding of the student. On the other hand, individual robot partner, display type. So this robot can manage the individual research group. Okay, so also, in this way, so we can collaborate. We can use two different types of robot for teaching and education. So this is another example. So in elementary school, so for example, so we in this research, so we aim at realizing collaborative learning. So here, the student can teach Japanese language to the robot. The robot can teach the English to the student. So here, so by using building blocks or a ball or our surrounding items, so the student can learn natural interaction and communication by using such kind of items. So in this way, robot and student can realize collaborative learning through the natural interaction. So today, we bring the robot over there. So in this project, we try to realize collaborative learning for example, elderly people in the context of e-learning. So this shows the typical architecture of this system. So actually, elderly people can enjoy internet Go games. So here, the individual elderly person can make a group with a robot. So through the discussion and conversation with the robot, individual elderly person can decide the next action according to the recommendation from AI engine. So in this way, elderly people can enjoy the Go games through the internet, under the context of e-learning. So last year, we made several experiments in the open area. Chancing organized the event. Sorry, I don't know how to use Windows PC. Okay. Sorry. So last year, maybe later, Chancing will explain this. Touch. No, I cannot play the movie. No, I'm sorry. So later, Chancing will explain our previous demonstration. So here, for example, her name is Chen. Yeah. So she decides the next action according to the recommendation from AI engine. So here, at that time, the robot says sometimes, oh, you are exciting. Oh, your next action is very nice or something. So according to the conversation from the robot, she can enjoy the Go game with relax. So actually, natural conversation is very important to enjoy such kind of game. So and also, we are discussing the availability of the robot in different areas. So my colleague, Dr. Obo, will explain another applicability of this robot.
Okay, so I'm Takanori Obo, from the Tokyo Polytechnic University. So we applied this robot
the exercise encouragement for the elderly people. So actually, so in Japan, there are so many elderly so living alone. So health care is very important. But for some elderly, so it's very difficult to manage healthcare by themselves. So we use road partner as an exercise instructor to motivate them. So this. So this shows a video of the experiments. So we conduct the experiment in the nursing home, and the robot can perform the exercise and teach the movement. Here, so after the experiment, after the exercise, robot can provide some advice and quantitative evaluation to improve the performance and physical state. So in this study, so we aim to build okay, so we aim to build human-robot communication to give the lifelong learning for the elderly people, and so in order to improve their quality of life. So it's a final aim. Okay.
Okay, thank you. So today we will have 6